Sorry, we weren't gonna post another one because you're kind of getting tired. But I completely forgot that Chester Schriever, he's a boy who subscribed to us. He asked me for a favor. So this is kind of a personal video. I don't know if you guys would be interested, but he wanted me to talk about this anime called Dog Days. He specifically asked me to watch it, and there's 2 seasons of it, so he asked me to do like what I did when I was judging the animes on the other video. So if you don't want to watch it, don't. This is kind of specifically for Chester. So
I didn't watch it because he didn't ask me.
So she's gonna be asking like questions if she doesn't understand something, because most likely if she doesn't get it, you won't get it. So
I represent you.
She represents the people. Okay, so I just have to look up the names because I always forget Japanese names. I'm sorry, I can't help it. Dog Days character names. Sorry, I cannot remember it for the life of me. Okay, so hold on, finding it. Found it. It's loading. Okay, it's Wikipedia, but I feel like I can trust it as far as names. But
I don't know what I do.
so, okay, I'm bad with computers. Sorry.
You can, shrink it.
So, anyways, it starts out with like a gymnastics boy named, I always pronounce this wrong. His name is, hold on, Sink Izumi. I didn't know the last name. I know it's Sink or Shink. Don't know how they pronounce it, but I'm gonna go with sink, like a ship. But it's about she's reading it now.
Sorry.
But it's about, he's like really talented with like gymnastics and, you know, flips and using bow staffs, like ninja.
I was just gonna say like ninja.
Like a ninja pretty much. And so he's like talking with his friend Rebecca. Haha, my name's in it. Okay.
So un-Japanese.
So un-Japanese. But anyways, like he's talking with her and he has a habit of jumping from high places. Like he jumped out his school window of the school. And so he was jumping and there was this dog holding like almost like a knife kind of thing, which doesn't make sense, but he's from a magic world, so it kind of makes sense. But the dog like hits the ground with the knife and like, I guess you could call him a pink magic circle opens up, and he kind of falls into it because he's jumping to the ground, and now there's like, you know, a magic portal under him. Kind of can't go anywhere. So he falls into it, and he ends up in like a totally weird but really, really cool place. And it turns out he is asked by the Princess Milori to defend her country because they need a hero. So she wants him to be their country's hero. Now, they have war. There's a war going on. But it's not exactly what you would think it is, because in this, war to them is like a game. It's like a competition. You don't die. There's usually no fatalities because they usually are surrounded by, you know, like barriers to protect them. But sometimes if you go out of the barriers, you can get attacked by demons who aren't a part of the sides. However, that's slightly off topic. But the idea is that Princess Milori is of the dog kingdom. Like they have doggies. They have doggy ears and everything, and it's like, you know, dog days because they're, you know, dogs. So pretty much what happens is she is fighting, I cannot remember their names. So it's the fight for Biscotti, but like Biscotti, Biscuit, get it? But I don't know if that's actually the reason. But the thing is that, like, if you get hit, like, say I punched Serena, and she was one of the magical people, if I just, like, knocked her out, if it's a knockout, they kind of turn into, like, puff balls. Like, and, like, they're knocked out, they go to, like, rest and everything, so it's not like they get injured. It's kind of like, I don't know if you guys know the Dongo family? They turn into Dongos. If you know Clannad, you know what I'm talking about. But they turn into, you know, puffballs. And so they're versing a princess that I can't think of her name. I'm so sorry, but they're versing a princess that Milori used to be friends with, but for some reason she's been raging war on them a lot lately. So, anyways, he takes his place as the hero, and he takes his place as their hero, and he fights for them and everything, and he's really really good at it. So he wins the first battle and wins like battles on, and you meet a bunch of other characters as you're going through it. So it's pretty much the adventures of Sink and the Biscotti Kingdom.
Now, are these other people cat people?
I believe so. They're like, yeah, I mean, like, they don't really specify, but I'm pretty sure they're like cats.
Do they have cat ears?
I don't remember. I just know it's like, they each are like animals, but they're like in human form, but they have like their ears of what they are. Mm-hmm. I think they're cats. Yeah, they're cats. Sorry.
Sweet.
I'm having like moments.
I think he wants to know, did you like it?
Oh my gosh, I loved it. Like, I'm not really into like the childish animes, the we're kids kind of thing. But I have to admit that, like, I actually completely loved it. Thank you, Chester, for the suggestion. If you guys have any suggestions for animes, I would love to hear them. I'm always open to new animes. But I really liked it. I mean, like, it sure had a childish thing. There wasn't really... It was romance, but it wasn't romance. Like, it was kind of like kid... It was like kind of kid romance. But it was mainly action. So I have to say that I really liked it. And there's a second season. I don't want to give too much away. But he's resummoned to the land of Biscotti. But this time, he brings along Rebecca and his cousin and rival athlete, Nanami. Nanami has always been better than him. So he's always striving to beat her. And so, like, he ends up bringing them along for the summer. And so what happens is... she's a squirrel now. There's a new princess added, like as a character, but she's the squirrel of Pastillage. Don't know how to spell it. Yeah, she's got a squirrel tail. It's really cute. But her name's Covert, and she scouts Rebecca as their kingdom's hero, and Nanami becomes the hero to the cat princess. So there ends up being, instead of a 2 versus 2, like a one team versus one team war, it turns into a 1 team versus 1 team versus 1 team war. So it's all three are going after each other, and all 3 kingdoms now have heroes on their side. So it's a pretty interesting, and there's like, it's just really interesting to watch, to me at least. I think it is. Any questions?
I want to watch it because it seems cute, and I would watch a lot of anime, but my computer is slow as anything. Because I don't have, my mom won't let me use her 2 laptops. She has 2 laptops, but she won't let me use one because she thinks I'm gonna break it. But I'm not the one who breaks them. It's my older and little brother who breaks the computers because he's playing Minecraft on the computer, and it slows it down so much.
But yeah, that's pretty much summing it up without giving away anything. Can't really give away a lot. There is one thing I can tell you, though. Each kingdom has 2, like, I don't know how to describe it. They're like their secret weapons almost, but they're not a secret. So it's like their ultimate weapon. That's what I was looking for. So,
weapon of mass destruction?
Like, each kingdom gives their, like, they come in the shape of a ring, like, around your finger kind of ring. So, each kingdom gives one to their hero, and the other one is, like, the princess has. So it's kind of like they have like the ultimate powers. That's why the heroes and the princesses are all kind of like the main characters because they have the most power. Plus you can like focus your power to do something like, I don't know if you guys know who Green Lantern is. It's something like that. It's like if I had the power, I could focus the power into my feet and like, run faster than I usually could. Something like that. That's another kind of important thing about it.
Cool.
Any questions?
It seems pretty cool. I want to watch it, but my computer's slow down.
I would show you guys pictures, but I don't think you guys could see them. Yeah, it's like a glare. But I would recommend looking it up. And Chester, thank you for telling me about it. I personally like fell in love with it immediately. I literally watched it in like 2 days. That's how much, like, if I'm into an anime, it will be done.
So suggest
soon.
stuff, even for like
Yeah, so
me, maybe.
suggest animes. Suggest animes for a newbie. What kind of anime would you think you like?
I don't know, because the only one I really watch is Italia.
So think of Hetalia and anything you think that would be like that, suggest it.
Do you know Blackbird's an anime?
Blackbird's a manga. But you know, I'm open to everything pretty much. I mean, I'm more of the fan of the not newer ones, but not the older ones when like the animes like
I also
don't match their mouth movements like I will fight you now. And they're still talking or something like. But I think that's more like Chinese. But like, you know, I'm kind of more into like the newer animes like rather than the older ones, but I will try anything.
I
new
read
Chinese.
Fruit Baskets. I've read the first 3 books of Fruit Baskets, and I liked it so far. So
I have to finish
think
reading
I'm gonna
Fruit
read,
Baskets.
I'm gonna watch the anime and stuff like that.
I have to finish reading Fruit Baskets. I watched it, but I didn't finish reading it.
I like animals.
So
like,
anything
animalish
with
anime is
animals, she'll like. I'd have to say, if I know her type, it's kind of like the shoujo or like the romantic kind, you know.
pretty cool. Do you know the manga with, I call it manga, but do you know the one with the eggs? Is that an anime?
Shugochera?
Yeah, is that an anime?
Yeah.
Or is it? It is?
Yeah,
Are you kidding me?
I will show you. But so she pretty much likes anything with like cute animals or cute creatures in it. So I would recommend anything for that to recommend to her. Me, just tell me pretty much anything if I think it's interesting. I'll look it up, and even if I don't, I'll still look it up.
She'll look it up.
Just to make you feel
Suggest
happy.
it. She'll look it up. Trust me. She's not. She's probably not gonna like it. She's probably gonna like it. So.
I pretty much like have liked every anime I've ever watched. I mean, I do have favorites. Like I'm preferable to like Soul Eater. Shugochera I really liked, but I think it's a little long. There's like 118 episodes.
Is that the one with the eggs?
Mm-hmm.
I can never pronounce it.
Inuyasha was my first one, so that's kind of got a special place for me. The older ones probably would be like Naruto and Pokemon, even though Pokemon's not really an
Does
anime.
Pokemon really count?
Sort of. Pokemon's like an anime, but it's more like a because most anime is on like TV. It's like on YouTube or like something
watched
like
the
that.
Power-
So Pokemon is
anime.
more considered like a TV show.
What
than
about Dragon Ball Z?
Dragon Ball Z is an anime. I mean, like Pokemon and Pokemon like Naruto, Teen Titans. It's kind of
That was considered an anime.
it's versus anime TV series. It's kind of a versus. Like some people consider anime, other people consider it TV.
We can't like it'd be like anime TV.
Yeah, it'd be like something like that.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much it. So shout out to Chester Schriever.
Good job.
Bye guys.
Bye.